Hello guys and welcome to my channel. If today is your first time coming across my channel, kindly do me the favor to hit the subscribe button, put on notification bell so that anytime I post an amazing content like this, you'll be among the first to be notified. Sorry, I thought this I recorded this video but before the host setup took place, but I noticed that it was not recorded, so I have to record all over again. That means the screen record was not working, so I have to go all over again. That is why otherwise we'll have catching this straight from the onset. Though there's no problem, I'm going to explain to you how the strategy work. And for those of you who have been asking me how to get a consistent strategy that will going to give you earnings, and before the end of this video, I'm going to show you some results on a good strategy that is 100, let's say 99% accurate. Yeah, so it's called the millionaire strategy. Probably might be the first, this might be your first time coming across my channel, so you can go across, you can check the videos so that you see how the strategy work. So it's a paid strategy though, but before the end of this video I'm going to talk about. For today, let's focus on this mobile strategy I want to share with you guys today. In today's strategy, you can use the strategy for any pair, both the synthetic indices, both the currency pair, and then both your crypto um, platform. You can use both your crypto platform. So now I'm going to explain to you how the strategy works. So please, I will want you to pay maximum attention so that you don't miss it, because the settings matters a lot. You can see we don't have much indicators in the main window and in the window 1 and also in the window 2, but you need to pay attention so that you don't miss any part of this strategy or any part of this explanation. Now before I show you the settings, or let me just go ahead and show you the settings, then you get to understand how it works. For sell condition, we want to see a break of structure. Now you don't need to find how the break of structure works. I'm going to explain to you. That's why you need to pay serious attention. But before then, let me show you the settings in the main chart and others. So for you to do the settings, click on this icon here. Please make sure you pay attention because this video might be a bit longer. I have to explain to you in full details. Okay, now for you to add the setup, click on this icon. It will take you to indicator settings. Exactly, guys. When you click on it, now in the main chart we have parabolic SARS. The step has 0.01, the maximum has 0.1. You can use any color of your choice. Then you click on save. That is the first one. Then the next indicator is the Bollinger Band. The Bollinger Band has a period of 1, deviation 1.000, shift 0, apply to previous indicator data. You can use any color of your choice. I use blue. Then you click on save. Then the last indicator on the main chart is the moving average with period of 50. Add shift 0, then method simple, apply to close, then you click save. So with this setup, we are done with the main chart. Now the indicator 1 now, which is the window 1 rather, you need the relative strength index. So to add it, you click on this main chart first. Let me take you back. So you click on this main chart icon. To add the RSI, you click on this main chart. That is the F plus main chart. So it will take you to where the indicators are. You scroll down to relative strength index. It's under oscillators. Then the settings, period 1000, apply to close. Make the background or the style be your background color. So what we need is the level, which is level 15. The description should be buy. Level 50 should be take profit, while level 85 should be sell. That means when prices are that zone, you should be expecting sell, but you don't just sell anyhow. So then you click on save. Now in your window 1, you add the parabolic SARS in the same settings with the one in your main chart. Can you see now? But different color this time around. You can use any color of your choice. Then the Bollinger Band, the same settings with the one in your main chart. Then lastly, you add moving average. This moving average is going to be different. It's going to have a period of 10, shift 0, linear weighted, and typical price. That means apply to typical price. You can use any style, that means any color of your choice for the style. Then the last window, which is the window 2, is moving average, ADX, which is average directional movement index. I will tell you the reason why we are using the ADX in this strategy. It will have a period of 14. You don't need the style, so we only need the positive DI and negative DI. Then the level should be 25. That means you should just add to level 25. You can see, use any color of your choice, and it should be 4 pixel. So these are the settings. Now, how do we use this strategy for this? How do we use this setup for this strategy? Rather, there's something you guys don't usually take note of. If you go through, if you have been in my channel before and you go through a particular video I made regarding break of structure. Now that is where you'll be able to get it. Now, for you to take your sell, the first thing you need to see is, we want to see a situation like this where price gave you a bullish move. The parabolic stars will be down. You can see the parabolic stars are tiny with the blue Bollinger Band. There's no problem. When you have that move, this is a sell setup now. Please make sure you pay serious attention. When you have that kind of scenario, right? When you have that kind of scenario where price gives you this move, immediately price crossed above this point here, this line here, the Bollinger Band is going to drop. Then you start seeing price, you start seeing the the parabolic stars, you start printing below. Now, what you should be expecting for you to take a sell is this. This was the last point price got to. Listen, please. This was the last point price got to before it was moved up, right? Giving you up move. Then the parabolic start dropping. Now we want to see price go below that same point. Immediately price go below it, you see price will cross below this Bollinger Band. Immediately price cross below the Bollinger Band, what you should check for is, where is your ADX, negative ADX. When your negative ADX is above 25, it shows that there's a pressure for downside. I've been using this ADX in most of my strategy, right? So when you start noticing your parabolic stars, which was printing below here before, started printing at the top, started printing at the top here, and you have the same scenario here, it is indicating that price start going down. But what you should wait for is what we call a retest. Now, how does that retest come to play? Let me show you. This was the bearish candle. This last bearish candle here was the one that prompted this parabolic stars to start printing at the top side. Let me show you. Immediately that candle went below the previous low, which is here. This was the previous low candle price got to. This was the previous low price got to before price started printing towards the upside. Immediately price closes below it, you start noticing. Then when you notice that close and it is below your moving average 50, the first condition is you are going to see that price went below the first low. This is the first low, this point here. Please take note, this is the first low, right? But it was above moving average 50, meaning it's only buy. It price only did pull back at that instance. So before you take your sell, you want to see price to go below it. One. Second condition, it should be below the moving average. Two. The third condition is that what you will notice is that in your ADX, the red line will be above level 25. I'm using 1 hour time frame because the signal is going to be more stronger at this point. So when you notice these three conditions, and what you notice again is that your moving average will also show you in your window 1, telling you that price has what? Start printing or moving towards the downside, where you start seeing the parabolic SAR printing above the moving average. The moving average there is representing your candle. Is that clear? But for a good setup condition and a good sell condition, make sure all this happen within the level 85. Within the level 85, you can catch little move around level 15. That is if price is going to go deeper. But when it happens just like what it happens now, it shows that price is going to sell to some extent. Is that clear? So the first condition is that when the break of structure happen, let me repeat the break of structure again because I really want you guys to get this thing correctly. It works. Now this was the first point price got to, right? You want to see price break below that point, and if price break below that point, how will you know that price is breaking below that point? You start noticing that the parabolic star will start forming at the top. That is one. Two, you will notice that your ADX is giving you a signal of sell. That means you will be above level 25. Then in your window 2 again, you will still notice the similar scenario you had in your window main chart is going to be what you have in your window 1. But now the window 1 helps you to identify if the pressure for sell is going to go deep, if you are to hold for a longer time or not. If this scenario happens around level 85, it shows that price is going to sell. Is that clear? So you can hold and scalp for a while. But if it happens below level 15 or around the level 15 axis, it means the sell might not be too deep. So when you make little profit, you exit the market immediately because this is a scalping strategy. The only reason why you're going to hold that trade for long is if you understand technical analysis. Practice this strategy before you go live with it. It works on every pair, both synthetic, both Forex, and both crypto. Is that clear, guys? So now, you take your sell because immediately it break out and start printing. What I will wait for before I take my sell is a retest. I want to see a green candle. Immediately that green candle drops, that is when I'll place my trade. Telling you that price has broken below the previous low and it has retested, so you do what? You sell. So it's more or less like break and retest, break and retest. This happens in all pair. So what we give you immediately it breaks, don't take your entry immediately. Just wait for an opposite candle to come up. When it drops an opposite candle, then you take your sell. But if you want aggressive trading, you can take the trade. That means if you have that equity, but mind you, don't open too many positions if you don't have good if you don't have good equity, and then don't increase your lot size. But the best way is practice it before going live with it. Follow the instructions and make sure that the settings are accurate. Don't add anything and don't remove anything. Is that clear, guys? So that is for sell condition. Now let's talk about buying scenario. Don't forget that for sell scenario that is going to be effective, it should be below your 50 moving average. When it's below 50 moving average, there is high tendency price is going to go towards your favor. But when it's above, price will not go. Like what we have here, this first instance. You see, it was like there's a break of structure here, right? Because this was price went below this was the last low, right? Sorry. This was, let me clean the chart. This was the low before this last one here. So price break below the first low and we started having this print of our parabolic SARS above there. But the reason why the sell couldn't hold very well was because price was still above our 50 moving average. Price was still above our 50 moving average, indicating that there is still tendency that price will go up. So in such scenario, we won't take a sell. But look at the instances where we got a break below our 50 moving average. This is more okay than the first setup. Is that clear? So always allow it to be, if you are taking sell, let these settings come below your 50 moving average. There's tendency of making more win than loss. You can see if you check my main chart now, the moving average has not even touched level 50, which I can use as my area of TP. So I'm not scared. Forget the little pullback price is doing. It's definitely going to what? Drop. Is that clear? So that is that. This is a sell condition. Now let's talk about a buying scenario, because in the market we only have two options: either you buy or you sell. Now let's go to a situation whereby we will look for a buying setup. In the buying setup, we want to see price above our moving average 50. Now in this case, look at it here, guys. We have the settings here, right? This was the point price, this was the last point price get to, right? And this was the move that led to the break of that high, because you can see it was a week. This was the move that led to the break of that high. Immediately it break, what do we notice? Price made a pullback. At this time it was above level, it made just few pullback. Price was above level what? Level 50 of our moving average. So that point, immediately we have just a drop. That means an opposite candle after price went above. Then we also notice that our ADX was above level what? 25. That is positive ADX. The green one this time around was above level 25, indicating that there's pressure for buy. This is when you take your buy scenario. Exactly, this is when you take your buy scenario. That means you place your buy order. Exactly, you place your buy order. So when you place your buy order, your stop loss will be at the swing low. Then what do you notice? Price went up. This is on 1 hour time frame. The only time you will close the market is when you have an alternative or a break out of the Bollinger Band, because now the Bollinger Band will be acting as support when it is going up. Then if it's coming down, it will be acting as resistance. Is that clear? So apply this strategy. It works on every pair, both the currency pair and the synthetic indices. I'm going to take you to the synthetic indices in a while. So please practice it. Watch this video, practice it before you go live with it. Now let me show you another a situation whereby we have a sell scenario. Where we have a sell scenario. Now this was where we get a sell scenario here. Immediately price closes after our Bollinger Band. What do you notice? Our parabolic star started printing at the top side. But I will not take the sell. Why? Because it was above level 50 at this point. So until price close below level 50 and give you a kind of retest. How will you see that kind of retest? A bullish candle that is going to close below the moving average. You can see it closed below. That is when you take your sell. And your target should be this point, because this area is a support zone. Do you see it? Or you can wait for price to get to that zone, and when it closes, before you take your sell. Is that clear? You can wait for price to get to that zone. When it closes, before you take your sell. So that is how this strategy works, guys. You wait for price to break below that zone before you take your sell, whichever way, but just make sure these things happen at the expected levels, either at the level 95, 85 or the level 15, depending on which pattern you are going to use. Now the higher the time frame, the stronger the signal. So don't go and stay in 1 minute and be applying the strategy. It might not go well because they are kind of noisy. The noise there is going to be much. So when you go to the higher time frame and you notice this move, the result is usually more concrete and then more profitable than that of the lower time frame, most especially the 1 minute time frame. So don't apply it on 1 minute. You can start from 15 minutes, 30 minutes, 1 hour and above. Is that clear, guys? So now I'm going to switch to my what is it called? My I'm going to switch to my indices account. That means I want to show you guys something there. For those of you who are asking for a strategy that's going to work perfectly. Alright, this is my deriv account trades. For those of you who are asking for a strategy that's going to be profitable, most especially on Forex or synthetic indices, I told you that there's a strategy on my channel called the Millionaire Strategy. This strategy can enable you to take your entry at the right time and at the right spot for exit. So if you are looking for a strategy, remember the mobile strategy I share on my channel are only for scalping. Except you understand technical analysis, that is when you can hold trade for too long. Your equity does not matter. What matters is the strategy you are using. If you have a good strategy, you can grow $10 to $100 in a couple of days. What matters most in trading is your strategy. Is your strategy accurate enough for entry and exit? Is there risk management? If your strategy doesn't have all these things, then you are not you can't scale high in the trading um, area in this trading field. So your strategy matters most. Some of you are asking me, how much do I need to fund my account? What you need to fund the account with doesn't matter. You can fund the account with $1,000, and at the end of the day, that $1,000 will blow off. Why somebody who funds his account with $10 will grow that $10 to $1,000 just based on what strategy. So if you want a strategy that's going to work, my number is in the description below. Make sure you WhatsApp me. It's called the Millionaire Strategy. I'm using the strategy for both currency pair and synthetic indices. Even those people who join newly are using this strategy. It's a combination of software. A video guide that's going to guide you thoroughly on how to use it is there already. But if you are skeptical about it, you can still be leveraging on the free videos on my channel for your day-to-day activity. But if you want something concrete and you want to build a stream of income, then don't hesitate to get the strategy, because I don't see why you should be trading when you don't have a good strategy. You don't have a good backup. It means you are going to be blowing your account often and often. So the only solution to that is to get a good strategy, which I have already put together for you guys. So when you need it, or if you need it, just DM me via my WhatsApp number. You can use it for any pair. Is that clear? So that being said, thanks for watching. Make sure you subscribe and share this video. Thumbs up. See you in the next one.